Hello folks, we're a little early, but we're getting started with our update for you. We are in the Capitol today, and we're actually in the Senate Agriculture Room. It's a little bit prettier in real life. You're kind of just seeing the ceiling right now, but we thought it would be fun to broadcast from a place where we are often doing hearings, and just wanted to also find a quiet place because the Capitol is pretty busy today. So what do we want to start off with on some updates? You want to talk about the budget?
Yeah, so this week we got to hear all about the different parts of the DNRC budget. So they presented all the different parts and pieces, the different divisions on Monday and Tuesday, and on Wednesday we were able to go and support. And we had a very long list of things to support, including different ways that they can update and modernize the different systems that they use for technology, so making it easier for you guys as water users to have access to all of the information that's pertinent to you. They talked about some rehab going into the Willow Creek Dam. We actually had a member, so just a shout out to the Cooper family from Willow Creek who came out and shared. Right, that's so important. So we love when members come up and testify and can really share that voice, and it goes the extra mile to share how important it is. So that was a really important budget. We've heard a lot of good feedback from it, and hopefully we'll see that get through its process.
That's right, and we've already had Department of Ag and Department of Livestock too, which that's really early for budgets. Mm-hmm. So it's positive to see those things moving early, and it's just a little different.
Yeah.
So since we are in Senate Ag, I should report on some great things that we got to support yesterday. Thursday afternoon, we got to support the confirmation hearing for for Director Christy Clark to direct the Department of Agriculture. Many of you know her. She's a longtime member of ours. She was a legislator who served the Shoto area for several sessions in the House, and then has worked for the Department of Agriculture before being deputy, and then acting, and now as the official director since last January, and we were able to support her confirmation. So that the way that works is the governor appoints and the Senate confirms. The Senate took quick action, recognizing all of the great support for her out in the community, and went right to executive action and passed her confirmation. So it will go to the floor likely early next week, and she will have full confirmation at that time, and we're really excited about that. She's done great things in the Department of Agriculture. Her leadership and her history of being in production agriculture, being in the legislature, and working in the agency just shows, she's got everything that we need to have a really, really healthy Department of Agriculture. And she's been so great with her and her team reaching out to all the ag industry groups, and also, to you all out in the country as well. So we have a department that truly reflects what agriculture needs and wants in this state.
Yeah.
We also got to support the first of the, were you going to add something on that?
I was just going to jump in and say that, folks, if you're out there, let us know you're watching.
Aren't necessarily friendly to agriculture. To the United States. I see we just had a technical glitch on Facebook, so hopefully it's still recording. But we supported that bill. There may be some more foreign ownership bills that come out, and we'll be working closely with the sponsor to make sure that those things address the needs and wants of our members, and really provides some background to protect our Montana agriculture property as well as critical infrastructure. And finally, in Senate Ag yesterday afternoon, we supported House Bill 58.
I think so.
And the numbers are already running together.
House Bill 85.
85. There we go. My dyslexia strikes again. But it's a bill that is carried by Representative Marty Malone on behalf of the Department of Natural Resources. It actually is, I think you could call it a cleanup bill in many ways, but it basically codifies practices that the Department of Natural Resources is doing now, and just makes it clear that an environmental assessment or the whole MEPA process is not required on state lands when the lessee is going in to do things like maintenance, whether that's fixing fence or, putting a board back up on a water tank that got knocked down, repairing that kind of water infrastructure, things that have a de minimis impact to the land. So we supported that, had a great hearing, good questions from the committee. It's already passed through the House, obviously, having been heard in Senate Ag. So it's well on its way through the process, and we're excited about that.
Yeah, so in addition to the DNRC budget, we've had quite a few hearings over in Senate Finance and Claims. One of them we were really happy to support had to do with Ag Ed. So that bill, it allows for more money to be given to Ag Ed programs across the state. So already, Ag Ed programs, there's 109 school districts that have Ag Ed programs, 129 employees in it. So we'd love to see that grow. Obviously, we think agriculture education is really important. In the state of Montana, it's helping provide education for our largest industry, which is important, and it's important to give back to that. So what this bill does is it allows people to apply and be given more funding for that. So it's just another one of those extra tools in the toolbox to give people opportunity to enhance their programs with Ag Ed. We were happy to see some folks tuning in or joining us from Zoom. So it's all, again, another one of those examples of people taking time out of their busy day to Zoom in and let us know what's going on and why this is important to them out in the country. So we got to see 2 different ag education teachers explain what's going on with that and why it's important to them. And we'll hopefully see that bill come out of Senate Finance and Claims. Another bill that's going along its journey has to do with the block management program. I think that is Senate Bill 58. There's a lot of 58s and 85s. So
It's by Senator Heinbach.
it is by
looking for it.
yes,
And it's in the legislative highlights that will be coming out today as well.
yes. So what that one does is it adds, it doubles the cap. So it is another incentive. It incentivizes landowners to be part of block management to allow more sportsmen to come through their places and utilize that land for management of all of the different kinds of wildlife that come through.
That's right. Well, we promised them that we would only be in here for 10 minutes, and I think we've already been in here longer than that. I'm not seeing any questions right now, but we will review this, and if you have any, we'll check them out. But one little final commercial we want to do is, well, actually, there'll be 2, but one is, remember, we're having our Calling on the Capitol February 6th and 7th. It's, the room block has been released at the host hotel, but you can probably still get a room there or somewhere else in Helena. We encourage you to still register for that and plan to join us. It's going to be great. We're going to get to meet with the lieutenant governor, lots of agency heads, important committee chairmen. We're going to have interaction with the legislature. Lots of great stuff. We encourage you to come and join us for that. Also, another commercial would just be to remember that applications are open for the Washington, D.C. fly-in, which will take place in June. So check that out on the website as well, and consider applying. If you have any questions, just definitely let me know, and I'm happy to talk you through that.
Cool.
Anything else?
Nothing else. Get signed up for Calling on the Capitol. Comment your questions. If you are watching this later on, send us a message. We're always available, and we'll want to help with anything you got. So with that, we'll say have a good weekend, and we'll let you all get back to your busy days. Thanks for tuning in to all of those who did, and if you're tuning in later, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Stay safe out there with the snow coming.
Yes, and good luck to everyone who's heading to the YFNR convention down in Fairmont. I hear it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm almost sad I can't go, but I'm excited for a weekend at home.
I'll be there, so I'll look forward to being there. And yeah, if you're in attendance at YFNR, I'm happy to visit about any of these bills or any of the others we're working on this week. So
Awesome.
Take care.
See you guys.